What's up, you guys? How you doing today? Welcome to another episode of Kenny Stahl Live, or whatever the hell I'm calling this. I'm live streaming right now, so hopefully some people will join and I can chat with people live. That's why I do this. Also, just to randomly talk about anything that I feel like talking about. Um, so not much is really going on right now. Kind of a boring time in my life. Um, we just hit the new year, and I'm really looking forward to what's going to happen in this year. I did post a couple videos so far. One was about setting New Year's resolutions and making sure that when you set your New Year's resolutions, that you are actually committed to what you're going to do, and you're not just saying like, "Oh, I wish I would do it," or "I might do it." We got a hello from Jordan. Hi, how you doing? Thank you so much for uh, watching this live and chatting. Yeah, so if anybody watching here has any questions, feel free to ask them or give me something to talk about. Just leave a comment. What do you think? Um, so yeah, December. Not that you guys really care about this, but December um, was a difficult month for my channel. Which it really doesn't matter like how fast my channel grows, but it is something that I'm absolutely fascinated by. Like what I found is that the more that I talk, the more that I upload videos, the more people find my channel, and that's like super cool. And yeah, how's your life going? And we got Zach saying, "Hey, hey Zach, how's it going? I remember you were asking me when I was going to live stream, so here I am. By the way, Zach, I was trying to respond to your comments, and I don't know why when you posted them on my last video, and for some reason I can't respond, or like I tried to hit the comment button, but it like was like, sorry, you can't comment. I'm like, what's going on there? So yeah, but I did try to respond to you, and I don't know why that happens to me to some people. How is my life going? My life is going okay. I am basically just working. um I got my girlfriend, kind of just focusing on that. Um Other than that, there's not really much going on. One of the things that I'm trying to do, as you could probably tell by half the things that I talk about, um, I really, really am fascinated with YouTube and just the idea of having a channel and having more people join. That to me is amazing. And by the way, I don't know how many people have YouTube channels. I think it's starting to become more and more popular. I remember when YouTube started and there were just like a few people like that were really making it big. And I remember when channels like the number one subscribed channel like back in, I don't know when it was, 2009, 2010. I have no idea when it was. It was Niga Higa, the guy. He does like comedy sketches and stuff. I still love his channel. He makes great videos, entertaining. He's kind of silly, kind of has a weird sense of humor, but I remember when he was really popular. He was one of the first YouTube channels that I watched when I was like 16 or 17. Well, if I was 16, that means it would have been 6 years ago. So yeah, about 2010, 2011. And I remember 100,000 subscribers was like a lot. And I don't know if that's how much he had. Maybe it was like a million. It might have been like a million or 2 million back then. But YouTube is just taken off, and I'm absolutely fascinated by it. We got a few people here. How you guys doing? I'm doing fine. Um, yeah, I'm glad that you guys are joining. You guys are leaving your comments, and anything that you have to say is going to help me keep the conversation going, so I can talk to you guys. What am I gonna do? I don't know. So far, what I'm gonna try to do this year is upload a lot of videos and make sure that every video I upload is a good video. And I think when I do this, I'm going to see my channel working out better. I'm going to be able to help people, because really that is the ultimate goal for me. Like the reason why I'm sitting here right now, the reason why I have any videos on my channel is because I think that there are some very important things that you and anybody should think about in your life. And when you focus on yourself and your life and what you can do to change things, and focusing on your attitude and your anything, your mindset really, um, that will that I think that when people start focusing on like self improvement and stuff like that, and mental health, whatever it might be, I don't know exactly what it is for everybody. People will see their lives change, and when your life changes, I mean, that's all we have is our life, you know. And if you're not happy with your life, I mean, something's got to change. So that's why I do this. So my ultimate goal is to make a difference. Let's see, what do we got going on? Do I smoke weed? I have, and it was weird. I don't know if I don't respond to it the way that other people do. It was not the most enjoyable experience. It was actually it freaked me out a lot. So I don't do it. I've never done it more than like twice, but really it was just the two times that I did it. Maybe I was on some weird stuff. Maybe it wasn't the normal stuff. It did not work out very well. Um, is life just a test for the afterlife? Honestly, I don't know what kind of afterlife there would be. So no, I think this is it. Um, I think that yeah. I don't think it's a test. I think that well, here's what I think. I think that every single moment of your life is a test. Um, and as you're tested, whatever you however you whatever you do with your life, it's gonna matter in the future. So I mean, everything is kind of linked together, and that's kind of a weird thing to say. But what that means to me is like, if you're a good person right now, over the long term, that's going to make a difference and kind of compound, you know, and increase and whatever. Do I study? No, I don't really study anything. Um, I try to think about things a lot, though. Is that possible because is that possibly because instead of just going with it, you overthought the experience? I have no idea, honestly. I have no idea what it was about. It was kind of just a whole really weird thing for me. Um, okay, so we got a few people here, so I just want to say thank you guys for joining. Um, I don't know why you guys all found my channel. I don't know who you guys are, but I'm so glad that I have somebody to talk to. And yeah, I tried to what I'm trying to do more in my life is kind of keep a clear mind and think straight because you know sometimes I what I've done in the past is I would overthink things. I would worry too much. I would be you know when I would be put in these situations where I would feel like there's a lot of pressure on me to perform, whether it's like at work or school or around people, or I mean right now this is kind of an intimidating thing because I'm live streaming in front of random people I don't know, and you guys can say anything you guys want to say, and it's like, well, what if somebody asks me a weird question? You know, like that question, do I smoke weed? Like, you know, I could easily overthink that. Like, should I share the fact that I did that before? I mean, should I? What should I say? Or you know, what if somebody asked me a weird question other than that? And it's kind of one of these things where it's like, well, if I don't overthink it, I'm gonna be fine. I'm gonna be cool. People aren't gonna look at me weird, and that's kind of where social anxiety has existed for me in many ways because I would always not have a clear mind, not think straight, and I think you know this is gonna sound corny and cheesy, but you have to really believe in yourself that you're gonna make it through each moment, no matter how much stress you might be going through, no matter how uncomfortable you might be in new situations. I mean, just keeping that clear mind, staying level headed, and um, I think it's important. I mean, especially for me going through social anxiety, always being weird around people, always be really quiet and shy and stuff like that. If I would just be myself and believe that there's nothing wrong with me, because obviously, like that's where a lot of my shyness comes from is insecurities. If I just believe in myself that everything's cool, like I don't need to freak out about things all the time, and just be myself, I think I would have much more success. I think I would be much happier. I think I wouldn't have so much of the problems that I've had so far. Let's see, what else we got? In my opinion, life itself has no goal, but we can set our own goals in life. I mean, yeah, I think that you can. It's up to you to do what you want to do in life. Setting goals for yourself, doing what you want is you can go. You there's so many options. Like life is an open book, and you're the author of your story. You're carrying out an unwritten path for yourself, and yeah, you can choose to do whatever you want. And if that means being a shitty person, then you can do that if you want. Um, How do I cope with not having friends at school? I feel embarrassed eating alone at lunch. Hey, that was me. I never had friends in school. I mean, there were some people that kind of let me hang out with them, but after school ended, we didn't keep in touch, but all of the rest of them kept in touch, which I mean that kind of hurts a little bit to know that I never really had friends. Like I thought they were my friends in school, but they weren't because I was such a loner and I really, I sat at the lunch table alone a lot. So how do you cope with not having friends? Um, well, number one, you can try to make more friends. Try to be yourself more. Try to engage and start up a conversation with people. And when you do that, I mean, you might be successful. Otherwise, just getting used to being alone is something that you might have to do if you don't make friends. Otherwise, you're just gonna be depressed and you're gonna hate life because you don't have friends. So if that's what you're gonna do is not have friends, then figure out how to entertain yourself in your free time and whatever. Do you like going clubbing? I wish I would. That sounds fun, but I don't. But yeah, would you ever smoke weed again? Yeah, I want to try to. I feel like I'm missing something, and I kind of want to just see what I'm missing. But it's one of those things where, based on what I've experienced so far, it doesn't seem like I don't know if I would be the right person to do it. I mean, I'm interested in it, so yeah, I mean, I would for sure. Depends on. It depends. Do you still have problems with having friends or communicating with strangers? Yeah, I mean, I don't. I have my girlfriend. She is like the only person that I talk to half the time. I when I other than that, like I have like my parents who occasionally call me or I call them. I go to work and I'm very quiet around the people at work, so I do still have struggles. I mean, they're not strangers; they're coworkers. I know them, but I don't bond with people very easily. It takes a while to for me to trust people. It takes a while for um me to feel like I can open up and be myself around people. So yeah, like making friends is extremely difficult for me. Um, if it wasn't for me having a girlfriend, I would say that I would be extremely lonely in my life. Although I do have one friend. His name is Matt, and occasionally we hang out and visit each other and talk, and sometimes we've gone to movies. I'd say he's a friend. He's a close friend, but he's busy. I'm busy, and we don't have a lot of time to really do that friend stuff. I mean, it's harder to have friends, I think, when you're an adult. I mean, when you're an adult, you know, I mean, unless you still have friends that you were friends with from when you were younger, which I don't. After I left high school, I mean, everybody that I was with pretty much, that's why I'm friends with this one guy that I'm friends with because he was close to me in high school, and but now he's like the one person that stuck around. We still keep in contact. Everybody else I don't keep in contact with, and honestly, I don't know how I'm supposed to make friends right now. I haven't made any new friends. Um, and that's why I always talk about how like I don't have friends and I can't make friends. Like if I gosh, if something happened between me and my girlfriend and we broke up, I don't know how I would ever be supposed to make get a girlfriend after that. So yeah, I mean, I still struggle with this stuff like a lot. Do you like drinking? I I can't say I like it. Again, this is something that I don't really participate in drinking a lot. It's been like a year since I drank, um, and because like when I turned 21 a year ago, I'm 22 now. When I turned 21 a year ago, I bought myself alcohol, like one time I think, or maybe twice, and that was about a year ago. So um, before that, I drank, um, and that was when I actually uh, hung out with a few people, but that it didn't really last very long. So again, with this whole like drinking, weed, partying, clubbing, whatever it might be, that's the kind of stuff that I mean, honestly, I wish I could do more responsibly, but because it sounds like fun, but it just my life has just been a boring, uninteresting, isolated, lonely life, and it's sad and depressing, and that's why I'm here, because that's what kind of everything's been about. When are you guys having kids with your girl? No. Unless we get married, we're not gonna have kids. Where do I work? Just a stupid job. It's like a low wage, like almost like it's basically like factory slash manufacturing work. No, I don't know what you would call it. Something like that. Just production work. Not very interesting. Low wage. I'm just yeah. Let's see. We got. I have no friends. Oh, how long have you been with your girlfriend? I've been with my girlfriend for almost 5 years now. We met in high school, and my first girlfriend. We stayed together for 5 years. Um, Honestly, I think it just was lucky that I found someone who isn't picky with who she's with, so she just stuck around with me. I mean, she doesn't have friends really either, but so we're like, I'd say we're I'd say we have a really good relationship, and that's because we are committed to each other, and we're not just gonna break up with each other for any silly little reason or thing that we find to be wrong with each other. And that's something that I think happens in dating is that well, people are interested in hooking up, having sex, dating some people, and then finding someone else. And if that's what you want to do, then I can't help you with that. But I always had the mentality that I want to be in a long term relationship. Like I want it to work out. I look at it as if I'm getting married to the person. Not saying that, I mean, listen, I've only had one relationship. This one relationship is the only one I've had. It's lasted 5 years. I think it's just because, we've had some bad situations come up, mostly because of me, of just being stupid, because like I'd be really depressed, and that depression, I mean, if you're dating somebody who's depressed, I mean, it's not the easiest thing to do. And that's what she was going through. She was dating me, and I was depressed, and I freaked out a lot, and that caused a lot of problems. And I would be paranoid. I would be what do you call it? I would be, I would always think that I'm not good enough for her. So I would say, like, I would like make these stupid comments to her that were completely wrong for me to do, where I would be like, oh, like, wondering if she's doing stuff with other people or not. And it got to the point where I mean, I know that we were almost at the end of our relationship at that point, but we stuck around. We made it work. I stopped. I grew up. I changed. I got through all the shit that I was dealing with. I don't do that anymore, and we're good now. And most people, they would end a relationship right there with somebody being stupid like that. So I'm just lucky. I found a great girl. Do I take medications? No, I don't take medications. Sorry, I'm like not able to keep up on all your guys' comments. I have no friends, but I'm trying to use my loneliness for my good. I try to focus on improving myself. That's exactly what you'd want to do. Just focus on yourself. If you can't make friends, just find happiness for yourself. I mean, heck, I mean, the internet's a great place. You can just comment with people like you are right now, and that's awesome. If you want to go clubbing and drink, why don't you? I don't know. Like I look at things as I don't have to do everything that I want to do right now. I I I do think that eventually that's something that I would do, but I just feel like, I'm only 22. I got a little bit of time, and I don't want to do it right away, even though it does sound fun to me. What would I name my kids? I would name my kids Zach McDonald. Yeah, I would change the last name. No, I don't know. I don't know. That's your name. I don't know. Wow, 5 years. You gonna marry her? It would help your depression coming home to someone every day. Yeah, I mean, I I hope that this relationship works out. Like I got into it wanting it to be a long term relationship, but she is definitely not thinking about marriage, and she is definitely not anywhere close to getting married. So if we were to get married, it would be at least 5 years from now. And I just have to wait and see how things go. I mean, that's the scary thing about relationships. I actually saw this in like a short movie thing that was done by these people. I don't know if you know who they are. They have a YouTube channel that's called Wong Fu Productions, and one of their most popular like they do like short films or whatever. And one of them, it was like, man, do you realize that every relationship that you get into either ends up with you guys getting married or you guys breaking up. So you're either gonna be forever or you know it's gonna end at some point, and that's a scary thing. Like if you think about it like that, I mean, so yeah, the relationship that I have with my girlfriend, it's been so long and I've been with her for so long that this is either going to end up with us getting married or we're going to break up and I'm going to have to deal with that. So yeah, it's a scary thing. So that's why I want things to work out because it's hard to deal with loss. It's hard to deal with things like breaking. I mean, I've never broken up with her. That's the thing. I've never been through a breakup in my life because I've only had this one girlfriend and it's worked out. Although that's kind of not true because we kind of broke up for like 2 days, but that was like at the beginning of the relationship when I was going through all this depression and she couldn't deal with it. Okay. Like seriously, guys, kids and medication, don't be crazy. Um, you should name your son Dova. I have no idea what that is. We got hi Kenneth, great stream so far. Thank you so much. Welcome back to another stream. Opinion on Trump. Okay. Opinion on Trump, politics. Well, here's the thing. I didn't know he was going to be so wild and crazy and um the way he is. Like I didn't know that that's how he's going to be before I knew what we all know now about Trump. Before I knew all that stuff, I thought this is awesome. Business guy, let's give this guy a chance. You know, if he is a business guy, maybe he will be able to take care of the financial aspects of the country and running the country. So I thought, okay, that's great. But obviously, I'm concerned about a lot of things that other people are concerned about with him. Um, I I don't mind that he's the president. I didn't vote for him. I didn't vote at all. Um, I think that well, to be honest with you, forgetting about Trump, I do think that I spent so much time in my life thinking about business and entrepreneurship and leadership and management and financial growth and stuff like that that I really do think that business leaders, as long as they're not like corrupt people, I'm not commenting on Trump right now. I'm saying in general business leaders, I think that they actually would make really good uh, or some of the things that you learn in business and leadership are very very important skills that you can learn to run a country, and I think that somebody like that would be good. Is Trump the right person? I don't know. I really don't think so. I think that Trump doesn't um I wish that Trump had perfect character. I wish that he didn't have all the baggage he has, and I wish he was a little bit smarter and knew more about a lot of the issues. I just think that he doesn't. I think he doesn't, and that scares the crap out of me. I think that we should. I think that there should be more people that are more qualified for all these high positions. Like the people that run the world, they should be the best people that you can imagine. Like the worst thing about life is that there's corruption and that people don't think or care about everybody. That they're gonna try to do things. That's why. That's why for a while I was worried about conspiracy theories and like the Illuminati and stuff because you would be scared and you would worry that there's this shadow organization or these people that are really controlling everything and pulling the strings that are just trying to manipulate the population and just you know um, not really caring about the average person but just using them as something. Like that's what I worry about is that they don't actually care. Sorry, that question about Trump got me thinking about that stuff. Um, don't think about future, just focus on the now. Um, if you decide to go back to college, what would you major in? Psychology for sure. I've thought about this a little bit. Definitely psychology. Do you have any siblings? I am the oldest of five. Well, no, I have five. Yeah, I said that totally wrong. I have five brothers and sisters, but they are divided and split between my mom and my dad because my mom and my dad are separated. So my mom had two kids, or three kids, and my dad had two kids. So yeah, and they're all ages I think 16, 14, 13, 11, and 10. So they're all pretty much younger than me. I'm 22, so I'm an older brother to all these little kids basically. So yeah, I mean it's kind of weird because I never grew up like with like siblings around my age where I could like interact with them. All my younger brothers and sisters were all really young, so when I was growing up in middle school and high school, they were all like still playing with their little kid toys and stuff, and I couldn't like have fun with them. So that's kind of why I feel isolated and lonely too. What do we got? What's the longest you've ever slept? I slept for 16 hours one day. That's an interesting question. Um, I don't know. 12 hours. Corruption is everywhere. Yeah, I know it's awful. Do you believe in conspiracy theories? I used to believe in them more than I do. There are definitely real conspiracies, but I think that oftentimes it's hard to decide what's true and not true. And this is actually something that I've thought about a lot. It kind of relates to not just whether or not you believe in conspiracy theories, but whether or not you believe in certain aspects of other people or yourself. Everything is all about belief, and this is kind of psychology, right? This is kind of mindfulness and how people think and perceive the world. It's very easy to jump to conclusions about what's true or not true based on uh, insufficient evidence. And you can have a conspiracy theory and believe in something based on whatever you think, but you know this is kind of similar to persuasion. If you want to persuade somebody to do what you want them to do, you know we see like TV advertisements doing this where they frame something in a certain way to make you think or feel something. So a lot of these conspiracy theories are just trying to make you believe something, and they'll frame something a certain way and try to persuade you to believe that you know whatever is whatever. And I think the same way that you might believe in things without the most evidence is the same way that you might believe that there's something wrong with you, that you're not a great person, that you are a loser, or that or whatever. You might jump to conclusions about yourself in the same way you might jump to conclusions about other things you might believe to be true. It's all about how what you believe to be true, and it's all about your beliefs. It's all about how things are framed, and it's very easy to hypnotize yourself into believing one thing or another thing. If you study the tools of persuasion, how to persuade people, how to influence people, it's all about like getting somebody to focus on certain aspects of something and believe it or not believe it. Um, Confidence. There's confidence in yourself and what you believe about yourself, what you're capable of doing from a personal level. But then there's also confidence um, in knowledge and what you know. And if you have more evidence for something, you can be more confident that it's true. So just if you believe stuff that has no evidence or whatever, it means that you might not have the most confidence in it, so you don't know. Which is why I'm definitely um, always on the side of I don't know. When people ask me what's true, what's not true, I'm like, I don't know. I have to think about it. Let's see what you guys got for evidence. I really don't know. I'm not going to jump to conclusions and assume things and determine what I think based on, not very much. Okay, moving on, because I kind of got off on a little tangent there with that. I missed your question. I don't remember what your question was. I'm sorry. That's what I majored in. Okay, that's cool. I wish I could. If you found out that you are going to die tomorrow, what would you do today? I mean, there's not very much. That's an interesting question. I thought about that. If you knew that you're gonna die like tomorrow or today or something, that's not enough time to do anything. So I would probably freak out and wait to die. But if I knew that I had a year to live, or if I knew I had 5 years, I would wake up every day with the most energy and the most passion to do what I want to do. I would make sure that I would love everybody that I came in contact with. I would be giving. I wouldn't care. Listen, when you know you're going to die, you're not going to care about how much money you have. You're not going to care about going to a job that you hate. Don't go to that job. Why would you go to a job that you hate? We do it right now because we have to make money, right? We do it right now because we have to pay the bills. But if you're gonna die, what's more important? Being able to pay? Like, no, like you just do what you want to do, have fun, and love people. I mean, that's why I always think it's important to think about the fact that one day you're gonna die, because that's gonna put things in perspective, and it's gonna make you live your life with absolute um, just like doing what you want to do, and not like trying to follow the rules and everything. Because if you know that this is all just a game, this is all just an illusion or whatever you want to call it, right? There's different words that you can replace that with. If you know that this is all just a temporary thing, you can say, why am I worrying so much about all this other shit when I can just do what I want to do and be myself? Um, okay, where am I at? Okay, it's hard to know the truth. I agree. Would you want to work with kids with social anxiety? I would love to, but honestly, I just because I can say that I have social anxiety doesn't mean that I necessarily know how to overcome it or work through it. So I would like to, though. Uh, the best answer is I don't know. Yes, I agree. Was 9/11 an inside job? I have no idea. I don't even know what that means. I don't know how to answer that. I I don't know. We'll go back to the previous comment, which says the best answer is I don't know. So I'm just gonna answer I don't know to everything you guys ask me now. Why don't you travel and see other people, other places? I don't know. It is one of my goals, but I'm just taking things one step at a time. I'm not I'm not gonna place really high expectations on what I do with my life. Um, if I'm happy just sitting around at home doing nothing all day, that's what I'm gonna do. If I am gonna do things like trying to party more or trying to go clubbing, or maybe eventually I'll get around to drinking a little bit or smoking weed or trying these other things that people say, hey, you should do this stuff, um, or traveling or whatever. Eventually I'll get around to doing it, but I'm not gonna put these expectations on myself where I need to do this all right now, because that's what makes me feel unhappy and unsatisfied and unfulfilled with my life. Is if I have all these things that I want to do, I say I want to do them, I imagine everybody else doing them, and I think, oh, that's what I have to do, and if I don't do those things, my life is crap. No, I lower the bar. I say those things are nice. I don't have to do them though to be happy. I can be happy doing the simple things in life that are boring to most people, but as long as I'm calm during that, um, and have a clear mind and I don't overthink things and freak out, then I'll be okay. Um, I'm kind of happy that I have no friends. Is that a bad thing? Not really. I mean, here's the thing. I go back and forth between I want to spend more time with people and everybody get away from me. You guys all suck. Like there's like you it's very popular for people to be like, I hate everybody. Like everybody sucks. Because when you see so many people in your life, that or on the news or on TV or on YouTube or wherever, when you see all these people doing stupid stuff, being corrupt, lying, cheating, being abusive, when you see all these people just being awful people, you're like, man, I hate everybody. Like, fuck people. I don't want to spend any time with any of these people. Why have friends if they're just going to screw you over and not care about you? So it's very easy to have that mindset. And I'm there. I am there sometimes. But I would say for the most part for me, I would say that I really like people. Like all of you guys. I don't know you guys. Some of you guys might be young. Some of you guys might be older. Some of you guys might be assholes. I don't know. I'm an asshole, but I'm pretty nice to most people. I try to be, but you don't always get to decide what you are, and to other people. Like I don't know if other people think that I'm an asshole. I think I'm a pretty nice guy. Um, where was I going with that? Oh yeah, I don't know all you guys. I don't know if any of you guys are terrible people, but I'm interested in getting to know you guys. I like people so much that I feel like it's possible to learn something from everybody that I come in contact with, and if I have that mentality of I'm going to listen to people, I'm going to get to know them, I'm going to be curious about who they are and where they're from, what makes them unique, and just kind of take in all that information and absorb it. You know, I think that that makes me a better person. And so basically, what that means is like I go back and forth from thinking, uh, I hate people, get everybody away from me, they're all terrible people, and I want to be around people. They seem awesome. People are cool. People like people have the ability to be the most loving, caring, awesome people, like giving and all this stuff. And people also have the potential to be these terrible, awful, corrupt, evil people that take advantage of you and don't care about you. And there's a whole spectrum. And I would say that some people, I mean, every individual can be both things at different times. Like you can go from being a great person to being a terrible person. You can go from, depending on what's going on in your life or whatever. So knowing that everybody has the potential to be one or the other thing, um, I think that's why I forget where I was gonna go with that. That's what makes people interesting, and yeah. All right. Let's see, what do we got? Where was I at? Do you do meditation? I don't really do meditation. I've been trying to learn more about it. I mean, I can say I'm kind of at the beginning of getting to know what that means and trying it. I've tried meditating a few times. It was very interesting. I would say it was something I do want to keep doing. Did you ever play like a PlayStation, Xbox, or any kind of games? Do you like playing games? I'm not a gamer as of this moment. I know the gaming world has taken off. Excuse me. I do watch a few gaming channels right now. Um, I enjoy watching people play games. Usually just games you can download off of Steam or whatever. I never I used to when I was younger I used to play PlayStation have like a PlayStation 1 when I was like a kid, like a little kid obviously. Like this was like a long time ago. Now I would play like Crash Bandicoot and Spyro and stuff like that. And and then I would say the biggest jump I made was to the Xbox where I played Halo 1 of course. Um and but I never really got into it. And then when everybody else started playing all these other games like Call of Duty and everything, that's kind of when I just dropped off the whole gaming thing and just didn't play anything for like a really long time. And yeah, so now it's like I don't have a gaming system at all. I have a Steam account where I have like 5 games, and they're all like easy games, like easy. Like don't put a challenging hardcore shooter game in front of me. I can't play it. Have I ever been to Canada? No, I've never really traveled anywhere. Certainly not outside of the United States. Monkey see, monkey do, Tweedledee. I don't know what that's about. You're a nice person, thank you. I'm nice too. That's great. Don't be afraid to take a stand for it, man, and demand that the whole world is the palm of your hands. I don't know what you're saying, honestly. I like that though. That sounded good. Did you write that or did you copy and paste that? Tips for getting a job, social anxiety, and job interviews don't mix. I'm too nervous. Um, Tips for getting a job. Honestly, something that I'm actually really good at is job interviews. Even though I've only, or not really job interviews, but interviews. I've done some interviews before, not for jobs, but for school related stuff back when I was in high school. And I always enjoyed doing interviews. But, um, I mean, depending on what kind of job you're going for, I really don't know. Like, if you're going for like a really good job, I mean, I don't know because I've only had like stupid low wage jobs that you know uh, you don't have to interview for. But what I know about interviewing is, um, it's not about like trying to, it's not about trying to like talk about like what you like to do for fun or anything. I mean, it's like, it's basically like what qualifies you for the job and just stick to that kind of stuff. You might be nervous, but um, I don't know what to say, honestly. Um, I don't know. Do you have any pets? If not, why? Um, I do not have any pets. Why not? Because it's gonna cost money, and I don't want to spend that money. But I do want to get a dog in a little while. Once I get older, a few years, I don't know. Maybe when I get married or something. I don't know. How is it going with your family now? Are you talking with them more often? I mean, yeah, I would say so. It's been going pretty well. Um, really, I mean, it's better than it used to be because back when I was just getting out of high school and when I moved out and you know tried to, and when I was going to college and everything, like I just kind of stopped talking to them and it was kind of weird. They were kind of getting upset because I kind of just left and stopped talking to them. Um, so yeah, but we're good. Let's see, what do we got? Um, do you have any hobbies besides YouTube? YouTube is my main hobby. I really enjoy YouTube. I enjoy uploading videos. I enjoy talking to you guys. Um, and other than that, I spend most of my time watching people on YouTube, listening to podcasts and stuff like that. I I wish I would do more, but that's something I'm working on. Um, I used to be on the bowling team in high school, and I really enjoy going bowling every once in a while. But they just tore down the bowling alley that was nearby, and I'm upset. So that kind of makes it so I don't go that often. But okay, let's see. Honestly, I used to think that I'm happy without people and without a boyfriend, but the truth is, not because sometimes you really need to be interesting and need to be loved. You need to feel that you're a good person. Yeah. Um, I don't know how to respond to that, but I just read it, so that's cool. We got like 7 people watching right now, so I just want to say really quickly, I'm very, very happy with how this stream is going so far. All of you guys are saying some really great stuff, asking great questions. I feel like I'm doing okay, and so if you are here and you haven't left a comment yet, just say something. Leave a comment, say hi, ask me a question, let me know how you're doing. Um, yeah. Let's see. What do we got going on? Um, are there any? Okay, I just want to say this. I just want to put this out there, just so you guys know. If you guys know of any other YouTubers who are maybe anywhere in the range of maybe 500 subscribers to like 30,000 or however much is kind of a lowish number, um, and you think that they would be interesting people for me to have a conversation with, I would love to actually bring in people onto this channel and like do like a podcast type interview type, just having a conversation with them. Because I think that would be good YouTube comments, especially people that are interested in, especially people like related to psychology or mental health or self improvement or anything like that. Why do you have your headphones on? I don't know. I used to wear these during live streams because I would listen to it as it was playing. Um, but I'm not listening to it right now. So, all right, thank you for letting me know about that. Um, yeah. So we got a 45, 43, 44 minute live stream going on so far. So far it's going really well. Um, how how many videos do you think would be a good amount for me to upload per week? That is a question I would like to know. Mr. Rocky, I just finished watching the video about you not having a lot of friends and it was inspiring. Well, I really do appreciate it. I love the feedback. I do want to talk more about that. Um, you know, the reason why I record, or I did record a lot of those videos, talking like that was because, like being lonely and feeling unhappy, it really, really bothered me. And, you know, I just needed to vent. I needed to talk about it. I needed to record what I thought and share that stuff. And the problem that I'm having right now is I want to still make videos about that kind of stuff because I know that you guys have been responding well, and you guys found my channel through those videos and everything. So, but it's like I don't have the same amount of unhappiness that I used to have. So it's like I'm not going to pretend like I'm still in a bad situation like I used to be. I've gotten a lot better over the past 6 months or so, or whatever, few months. Um, and so it's kind of I want to make another video talking about like loneliness, but it's kind of different for me now, coming from this different perspective where I'm not bothered by it as much as I am. So that's basically all I wanted to say. All right, let's see where we at with we got but a few people watching still. We've been having a good stream. A lot of people have been here. I'm very happy with this. This is like a really good number of people. To be honest with you, like I'm really gonna have a weird time when my channel gets bigger and I can't keep up with the comments. That's gonna be totally different. By the way, guys, just I know you guys don't care about this as much as I do, but this channel is I'm so happy with just the slow and steady progress of growth that my channel is having. Like a year ago, I only had like 1,200 subscribers, and now I have 2,300, 2,400. So it almost doubled last year. And I know you guys don't care about this, but by the way, that's not even a lot of subscribers. I mean, some people jump up like tens of thousands in a year or more, or whatever. Anyway, um, I really, this year, I mean, I think I'm gonna double again. So hopefully, I can make it to 5,000 this year. I know you guys don't care about that as much as I do, but you guys are watching me, and I'm really, really dedicated and committed to what I'm doing. Again, mostly because I feel like I have things to say which are going to be helpful to some people. I mean, maybe half the stuff I talk about, maybe you can't benefit from it. Maybe half the stuff I talk about, you might lose interest or whatever. But the more I keep doing this, the more I keep talking and sharing things that I think about myself, um, someone someone watching is going to find some sort of meaning from it. And it's that idea that I can make a difference in someone's life that really keeps me going. That means that I'm not just doing this for my own uh, self interest, and it's not just benefiting me. Like I also have that thinking of what does this mean for other people that is also driving me to do this. And so because of that, that's why I'm so committed. That's why I'm not giving up. That's why I'm, constantly trying to talk about like how my channel is doing and stuff like that. Let's see. Some people said 7 videos a week, 2 videos a week, 4 or 5 a week. I really enjoy listening to them as I live alone, and it makes me a bit less lonely. Maybe 3 or 4 since you got to do schoolwork or job work. Uh, there are so many people around the world who are lonely with no friends. Maybe just once a week or whenever you're comfortable. Just don't push yourself to do something that you're not up for. Well, I'm taking it slow. I'm doing as much as I can. Uh, Normally, I just do videos when I feel like I have something worth sharing, and I think now I'm like really, really focused on doing more and doing better. So um, I don't know what I want to do. Maybe just once a week or whenever you're. Okay, I already read that one. Okay, appreciate you guys giving me your feedback. It's all really helpful. Let's see. What do I have going on? Not very much really left for me to really discuss. It's been 50 minutes. That might be a good point to wrap this up. Have you ever pulled an all-nighter? I have before. Only like once I think, or maybe twice. I mean, I don't know. I don't really have much to say about that, but yeah. Um, hmm. Sorry, guys. Okay. Kind of running out of stuff to talk about. Let's see. I think I'm going to end the stream. So, this will be it, I think. I do want to say thank you for everybody watching. I enjoyed this. It gave me something to do. Um, Makes me feel good to know that there's other people out there that I can talk to. Um, so, yeah, I'm gonna end the video. That's it. Thank you guys for watching. To end the video, you guys can leave now. I'm gonna show you guys my Patreon page. It's something new that I'm gonna try doing, and this is basically just a self promotion. So go ahead and tune out now. Um, all right, let's see if I can click over here. There we go. Okay, this is just my Patreon page, guys. I just opened this up recently. As you can see, I have nobody here. Nobody's donating. That's fine. I don't care if you guys donate. I really don't care if you donate or not. But this will help support my channel. It'll, the money will go straight to me, and I'll use it for buying like a new camera, which I want to do soon, and maybe spend it on stuff that'll help me out. Um, but there is some reason for you guys to do this. I mean, there are these perks over here. If you donate money, you will get access to the Patreon only feed where you can see what I post on here for just the patrons. And you can also send me private messages if you're a patron, which is also a great thing to do. And I will guarantee that I will respond to you guys because half the time, some of you guys send me messages on Facebook, which I do not. Um, Respond to. So I'd like to respond to everyone, and those of you who pay money, I mean, I would definitely respond to you guys. So there's a $3 perk here where you get to pick the topic of my next video, and yeah, I mean, if you donate $3, uh, you can just choose the topic you want me to talk about, and I will make a video about that. It'll give me an incentive to do something for you, and it'll help raise the donation per month for me. So, I mean, if you guys don't know what Patreon is, it is just basically like a virtual tip jar. I don't make any money off my YouTube videos because I don't have a Google AdSense account for it to go through. YouTube kind of isn't helping me out at all, and so I won't make any money at all ever from my videos. So Patreon is just my way of if you know what Patreon is, then you already know what it is. But and then I have a $25 perk, which is a private Google Hangout with me, just a one-on-one video call. We'll talk for an hour, and it's $25, and it's a reward that you'll get, after the money goes through at the first of the month or whatever. We can set that up, and if it doesn't work out, I'll refund the money. All these things can be refunded if you need me to. If you decide that you just don't want it anymore, I will be happy to do that. These are my goals. If we reach $25 a month, I will do for sure 2 videos per week. $50, I'll do 2 live streams every week. $75, 3 videos per week. $100. This was an interesting idea I had. I don't know how it will work out, but it was if you donate $100 per month or reach that goal, I will try to do like a whole 24-hour live stream for you guys. I don't know if that'll work because of the technology. It might have some technical difficulties, but I would love to make it entertaining for you guys. And then, just maybe like 3 live streams a week. Okay, those are some of the goals of this Patreon. If you guys haven't checked this out yet, feel free to check it out. And thank you guys for watching the stream. This will be uploaded to YouTube. So, yeah, this will be uploaded to YouTube, you guys. So, feel free, if you missed it, you can go back and watch it. I'm sorry for those of you who just got here and are just watching me do a Patreon page. So, yeah. Bye, everybody. I'll see you in my next video.